Hello, coffee lover. This is Coffee Truth. I'm your host, Pot Kopi. I was recently invited to Da Nang, Vietnam to give a Toastmasters presentation about coffee. I was there a week and I had great trip and great insights. So first off, let me give you a little background about Vietnam and Vietnamese coffee. Whenever you talk to somebody, they say, oh, you got to go to Vietnam and have Vietnamese coffee. It's delicious. It's really good. They have a big coffee culture there. True. They have a very big coffee culture. However, there's not much awareness. So first of all, Vietnam is the world's largest supplier of Robusta coffee. They supply 70% of the world's supply. I mean, that is a huge number. Now, you've heard me talk about before Robusta versus Arabica. I do not recommend drinking Robusta because Robusta has twice the caffeine, and I believe it's overload for the human nervous system. But a lot of these countries, especially here in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, here where I am, also in Vietnam, all the locals, they drink Robusta. Why? Because it's cheap, it's economic, and what they tend to do then is either flavor it, either roast it with sugar, or in Vietnam's case, they use carnation sweetened condensed milk in every coffee they serve. That is the national default. You can have your coffee black with milk, iced or hot. It all comes with this sweetened condensed milk. Maybe that's a staple leftover from the Vietnam War that the Americans brought over. I'm not quite sure. But that's their coffee culture. And what happens is that sweetened condensed milk overpowers the bitter flavor of their inferior coffee, so it ends up tasting good, but health-wise, it's not nearly as good. I could tell the effect of how it felt in my body. It awakened me with the caffeine, but it failed to really stimulate my mind like the Arabica coffee does. I feel happy, inspired. I feel focused when I drink Arabica coffee. I did not feel that way when I drink Robusta. And all the people just drink Robusta. It's just coffee. They don't know the difference between a Robusta and Arabica. And it's very difficult there to get 100% Arabica. I did go to places where I was able to get 100% Arabica, and I ordered a espresso shot, and unbelievable. They served it to me with this sweetened condensed milk at the bottom of the shot glass. I was pretty shocked because a purist, couldn't believe that. And I don't recommend drinking that sweetened condensed milk, especially for a long period of time. This stuff seems pretty toxic to me. So the population's pretty unconscious about it, and they just accept this as Vietnamese coffee. Tastes good, and they crave it because it boosts up that caffeine content. So every day they have to give their body more of that caffeine. It's a strong coffee culture, but different in the way of what I'm used to and what is available to me when I roast my own Arabica at home. So strong coffee culture, but not much understanding about the different coffees and its effects on the human brain and body. So I really think I need to go there and open up a fresh roasted coffee shop and teach people about 100% Arabica and teach them about fresh roasted, which I did the very next day after I gave my presentation. So I wanted to do a demonstration of fresh roasted versus old roasted. And we went to this hip, super great new coffee shop called Factory 43 in Da Nang. And they had all the equipment. They had a La Marzocca 2-group machine. They had a bunch of different grinders. And what I wanted to do was do a side-by-side taste test between my coffee and their older roasted coffee. So we had 12 participants, and what we did was they had an Ethiopian Sidama roasted 7 days earlier, and they gave me some green Ethiopian Sidama that I roasted fresh with the power roaster. And we did a side-by-side blind taste test. And we used the 2-group machine, the 2 different grinders. We pulled the shots at the same time, put them in cups. Everyone got a chance to try it and see the difference. And every person could tell the difference between the fresh roasted an hour before and the week before roast. So pretty much proved to me once again, fresh roasted always wins. And it's not just in taste tests. Fresh roasted is always going to be better health-wise, because these substances that are created during the roasting process are fresh. They've just been roasted. They are potent, and they have not sat on a store shelf deteriorating or being eliminated completely. It's the difference between taking a ripe piece of fruit right from the tree and something that has been picked a while ago, shipped, and then stored and put on the grocery shelf for a couple days. Just makes sense. It's logical. Okay, coffee lover, that's it for this edition. We'll see you again next time.